Second down, 3 yards to go from the 36-yard line of Prosper for Carroll on their opening drive. Renda in the shotgun. He drops back to pass deep down the field, and it's caught. Touchdown, Dragons. Brody Knowles has it in the end zone from 36 yards out, and the game starts with a bang. Brooks Biggers now into the game as the running back. Renda, instructions to the line. 2 receivers split to either side on a 2nd and 6 from the 35-yard line. Renda brings a man in motion. Scans the field, has time, steps up, rolls out to his left, looks down the field, fires toward the end zone. It's Brock Boyd in for 6, a 35-yard score, and Carroll's up 13-0, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. A second down and goal from the 7-yard line. Carroll knocking on the door. Renda goes out in motion, and now direct snap taken. It's throwing into the end zone. Touchdown! Blake Gunter hauls in the touchdown. What about that design? Parker Harris on the other end of the throw. Gunter grabs it from 6 yards out, and Carroll has a 20-10 lead. Here is Angelo Renda standing in the shotgun. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hands off to Parker Harris. He's untouched into the end zone. Harris, for the 3rd time this year, he runs for a score. He has one through the air as well, and it's 27-17 Carroll. Renda standing next to Penn now in the backfield, and he drops back to pass. It's Brock Boyd for a touchdown from 29 yards out. The 2nd score for the Ohio State commit tonight, and he was wide open in the end zone. Carroll adds on. Carroll has a 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line, and breaking away, it's Harris up the sideline. Harris rushing toward the end zone. A 55-yard score, and Parker Harris with a trifecta tonight. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air, and Carroll is rolling in the 4th quarter. 6 for 8 so far in this game with a pair of scores, and he looks for another here. Deep shot down the field. It's another touchdown for Colleyville, the 2nd of the game for Lucas Sumwall. Solomon, he wants it all down the field, looking for the touchdown. He's got it. The freshman rises to the occasion. Beard directing traffic down the field, takes a shot, has his man running into the end zone. Hatton French for the big score. Gavin Beard, 4 through the air this afternoon. Bodie Weaver spins, turns, throws, and another touchdown. Number 5 of the night for Bodie Weaver. Esner dropping back 3 steps, goes for it long again. It's intercepted. Coming up with the big play, Roman Jordan. For keeping his eyes downfield. Plenty of time in the pocket here, and a wide open man for a touchdown. It's Landon Dressel, a 26-yard score, and Colleyville adds on. Through 2 games this season. And what a shot down the field. McGinnis has got it, and you can say he's gone. Touchdown Friars, 79 yards. To convert his 3rd field goal of the night. Snap is down, kick is up, end over end, and it is good. Through 41 yards and right on the money for Ryan Zucker. Eyes on the end zone. A touchdown will tie it. Besner under center. And he throws it over the middle for a touchdown. Cam Kanabe ties the ball game in the 4th quarter. Cox in the gun. He looks over the middle, intercepted again. This time Bryson Burgess. He's trying to take this one back. Burgess keeps on moving inside the 5. Here comes is Solomon. Throws it deep down the field, and the play is made. Luca Fanoma, the senior, makes the grab, and a pretty ball from the sophomore quarterback. 2nd and 11 after the holding call. And throw out to the far side numbers. Ball popped out, picked up by Madden Williams. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Colleyville, the spark they needed.
Now, this is the Mustang Locker Room Show, presented by UT Southwestern Medical Center.
It's a final in overtime. SMU wins 26-20 over the 10th-ranked team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, in a thriller from Ford Stadium in Dallas this afternoon. The Mustangs beat an AP top 10 team for the first time since 1983. Ahmad Moses huge, 2 big interceptions in this one, including one in overtime. TJ Harden scoring the game-winning touchdown, keeping SMU's ACC title game hopes still alive. I'm Will Conerly, back inside the Ticket Studios, and let's dive into the highlights from this thriller. SMU, they deferred to begin the game, forcing Miami to punt on their first drive, and then the Ponies, they drove it down to Miami's 38 on their first possession, and they faced a 4th and 1.
They crowd the line of scrimmage. They hand off on an end around, and it's fumbled and recovered by Miami. They handed it to R.J. Maryland. He never picked it up cleanly, and it's going to be covered by the Miami Hurricanes' Keontae Scott.
Miami able to take advantage of the turnover. Carson Beck throws for a touchdown. The Canes strike first.
2nd down and 6 upcoming. Mustangs crowding the line of scrimmage on each edge. Beck back to throw. Has time. Lobs it down the middle of the field. That was caught at the 5, rolling towards the goal line. Touchdown, Miami.
PAT good, giving Miami a 7-0 lead with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. SMU forced to punt on their next 2 drives, but they get the ball back in good position thanks to Ahmad Moses.
2nd down 5 at the 17 for Miami. Fletcher, the running back. Malachi Toney, slot left, their freshman receiver. And looking to throw is Carson Beck. Does down the right side, wide open. It's bobbled and intercepted. Ahmad Moses. Moses at the 40 to the 30-yard line, breaking a tackle there. Still going down to the 27-yard line. The Mustangs come up with a huge takeaway.
A big takeaway, that is. Rich Phillips on the play-by-play call. The next play after the takeaway, SMU makes Miami pay for the turnover.
The shotgun, Kevin Jennings, play action, looks right, back left, under some pressure, fires it, wide open, touchdown, SMU, Ymir Knight.
Then SMU with the ball in their hands, about 2 minutes left in the half after having that big touchdown to Ymir Knight, and they can't do much with it. They're forced to punt. A monster return by Miami to SMU's 9-yard line at the tail end of the first half, setting up the Hurricanes with a 1st and goal, a chance to punch it in, and they faced a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line with about 10 seconds left in the half.
Back in the shotgun, Fletcher to his right. Mustangs are crowding the box. He looks to throw. Beck has way too much time. It is caught and dropped at the goal line. How about Brandon Miyazono freeing the football?
Huge play by Miyazono, breaking up the pass, forcing Miami to settle for a field goal at the end of the first half. They convert from 22 yards out to close out the second quarter, and 10th-ranked Miami took a 10-7 lead into the locker room. SMU started with the ball in the third quarter after making the rare decision to defer to the second half, and it appeared that Kevin Jennings fumbled on the first play of the third quarter, but the turnover that was called automatically reviewed, and it was just ruled an incomplete pass. That kept the ball in the hands of the Ponies, and Jennings led SMU down the field.
Eric McFall is the running back. Jennings going to roll to his right, pressure that way. He's going to run to his left, has some room, to the end zone! Touchdown, SMU!
Jennings running in, capping off a 9-play, 79-yard drive to open the second half. The PAT was good, giving SMU their first lead of the game at 14-10 with 12-11 to go in the third quarter. But Miami, they get down to the goal line on their ensuing possession.
First to go at the 4. Beck under center. And he's going to go play action, rolls to his left, throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Alex Bowman.
So the Canes jump right back in front. The PAT was good. Miami takes a 17-14 lead, 9:06 to go in the third quarter. Then SMU was forced to punt. Miami drives down to the Ponies' 29, and on 4th and 1, Miami wants to go for it.
4th down and 1 at the SMU 29. Carson Beck under center, and he turns, hands this to Fletcher, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They did it again! Enough mistake stop on 4th and 1!
They did it again. They do it every week, it seems. A 4th and 1 stop for the Ponies, giving them the ball with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter at their own 30-yard line. And on the drive, Kevin Jennings appeared to be hurt, not able to put any weight on his ankle, hobbling to the sideline, but comes back in a couple plays later, showing he is an absolute warrior. And it helps SMU get in a position to put points on the board. Sam Keltner from 43 yards out trying to tie the ball game.
43 yards to tie late third quarter. Snap back, hold down kick, has plenty of distance, and is good! It was 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Sam Keltner ties the score at 17.
And then Miami, they regained the lead with a 45-yard field goal with 9:34 to go in the fourth quarter after SMU gets a stop on 3rd and 1, forcing the kick. And Carter Davis able to knock it through, so the Canes take a 3-point lead. And then SMU, they get in a position to try a field goal, but it's no good. From 42 yards out by Sam Keltner, so that kept the Ponies down 20-17 with 6:24 left in the fourth quarter. So Miami takes over at their own 25, up by 3. They're forced to punt it away, but they did take 4 minutes off the clock, so it gave SMU the ball at their own 10-yard line. Just over 2 minutes left in the game with a chance down by 3 against the 10th-ranked team of the country at home and a banged-up quarterback in Kevin Jennings. And SMU was facing a 4th and 9. Miami called timeout, but Miami gets called for unnecessary roughness on a late hit on Kevin Jennings, and it put SMU all the way down to Miami's 37-yard line. Then they faced a 3rd and 16, and Kevin Jennings makes some magic again.
3rd down and 16 at the Miami 32 with 35 seconds left, down 3. No mistakes here.
No mistakes, no penalties, can't take a sack.
Jennings will have 3 receivers on the short side to the left. Hudson has alone to the right. He's looking that way, rolls that way. Pressure is coming. Kevin going to throw it downfield. Hudson leaning across the sideline. Caught down at the 20-yard line. They're short of the first down. Out of bounds with 29 seconds left at the 20-yard line.
They went to a review. The call was upheld, and it set up a 38-yard try from Sam Keltner. An opportunity to tie the game with 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Snap back, hold down, kick on the way. Plenty of distance on this one, and it's good! Ties the score with 25 seconds left.
And so tied up at 20, Miami took a knee. They were content with sending the game to overtime. And in overtime, SMU wins the toss. They elect to go on defense first. So Miami with the ball on the opening possession of overtime. A 3rd and 6 is what they face.
Back from the shotgun, looks to throw. Pumps, brings it down, throws across the middle. Intercepted! Come on, Moses! His second of the game!
And then SMU with the ball after the interception. Any points can win the game, and for a team that could not run at all through the first 4 quarters, they run it right down the throat of the Hurricanes. They get to point blank with a chance to win the game.
Jennings in the shotgun, Harden to his right. Stone Eby, a blocking back to the left. Handoff, TJ Harden, touchdown! Who's the U today? It's SMU for the win, 26-20.
So the Ponies win the ball game, upsetting Miami 26-20. The final, SMU moving to 6-3 and 4-1 in ACC play as they upset the 10th-ranked Hurricanes from Ford Stadium in Dallas this afternoon in overtime. Ahmad Moses with a couple of big interceptions. TJ Harden punches it in, and SMU wins the ball game in overtime. The postgame show continues next. SMU wins it 26-20 over Miami in overtime. This is SMU football from Learfield.